Hi, I am Janaya Brock. I am an RE in UVS 32,000. Um, and I'm a sophomore. This is my first year, my first semester technically, and this is my interview for returning. I'm gonna have my notes on my phone, so the questions that you asked, I have all the answers written down. I have them in bullet points, so I'm just gonna be going off of what I have on here. The first question that you all asked was, what have I learned this year? I have learned that every resident is different, so you can't do the same thing with every resident. Like some residents do not want to be stopped in the hallway and they do not want to talk all the time, while other residents will happily talk with you and sit down with you for like 2 hours and have a whole discussion. So I think definitely having a versatile approach to approaching all of your residents individually and getting to know them as individuals is a big part of being an RA and knowing what your community needs. A big difference that I learned was that some people, it's like how I said, they don't want you in their face all the time. I actually had one resident who participated on campus, and I actually had that conversation, and I was able to talk to her about that, but I did it through text, and I felt like she did appreciate it that I reached out to her, but I didn't reach out to her face to face. I didn't make her have like a long, drawn out conversation with me in the NPR or anything like that, but it was a quick conversation over text about how she enjoyed that experience, being involved on campus, and having something to be proud of that she worked really hard for. Um, yes, sorry. How have you worked to uphold the requirements? So for administrative requirements, I have turned everything that I've had to do on time. I turn it on time. If it's not on time, I try to notify my RD if it's not, or if there's any reason that I'm having issues getting residents together or anything like that to sign forms, or if I've reached out to them multiple times, I definitely will reach out to my RD and then explain that, like, hey, I got it. I'm gonna turn it in. Just give me 2 minutes because I've got to get some of these residents together and that kind of thing, or reaching out to them for help and getting residents together to sign other things as well. For community development, I have made sure to have honest and open conversations with all of my residents, whether they're small, little, once a month or once a week kind of things. I do try to make sure that I'm grading every one of them. I've also tried to make sure that I reach out to them, but if I haven't seen them in a while, like 2 weeks, a week and a half, knowing that I used to see this person like every day or every other day because we have similar schedules, then I will reach out to them to make sure that they're doing well, that they're doing okay, and they seem to really respond to that and appreciate that as well. I also encourage them to have friendships with one another. So for community development, that means like making sure that your residents are together, that they're bonding with one another. And then the good thing is a lot of my residents came in from high school already knowing each other, which was kind of crazy. I feel like they cheated a little bit on the college situation, you know. But I thought it was great that they already knew someone, but at the same time, they were able to bring new people into their circle. So it's like they didn't know somebody who lived across the hall from them that well, but the two of them knew each other very well. They all started hanging out and they came together to just like get to know each other and have new experiences in college, which I really appreciated. They did a great job with that, and I tried to encourage them in that along the way. For emergency procedures, luckily for me, thank God, I never had to experience. I have yet to experience an emergency procedure while I have been on call. I guess I'm just blessed and lucky like that. Thank God. But when I am on rounds and everything like that, I'm making sure to write down things that are very specific and that are not goal oriented. Sorry, I'm making sure to write down things that matter that I need to do. Like if doors are broken, if hotspots are broken, if doors won't close, if doors won't open. Making sure that everything is where it's supposed to be, that nothing is buzzing, because I had to come across that where lights were just buzzing for some reason. So I was making sure to write down everything if it were to become an issue or if it were to become an emergency procedure, to make sure to write those things down. I was doing my rounds on time, turning my forms in on time, whether it was a lockout or anything of that nature. It got done on time and correctly, hopefully. Staff dynamics and leadership, I definitely strive to make sure that my fellow staff felt appreciated and that they had someone that had their back. So working with them, I definitely, if they had an event coming up and they were like, hey, can someone send this out in the group chat, I definitely make sure that I send it out in my group chat to let my residents know that there was something else going on within the building, even though it wasn't my event or it wasn't their hall's event, that they still had something that they could go to and participate in. I also made sure to show up to as many events as I could within my staff and everything like that, because it's like it feels good when you have other RAs that will come out and support you And even if a lot of residents don't show up, it's like they still have your back. You know that your RAs have your back because we all know how hard it is to like plan an event, throw it together, and make sure it goes well. So I think definitely being there for them and like not even just showing up and signing a paper and grabbing food or pizza or a snack. It's like taking time to participate and sit down. I know I went to Tion's event. She had like a paint with Bob Ross, but it was Tion. It was a great flyer. She photoshopped her face on it and everything. I thought it was hilarious. And I told my residents about it because I was really excited about it myself. So I was like, guys, you guys have to go. You have to go. And I still showed up regardless, and I painted a really pretty picture. I was very proud of myself because I didn't know I had any artistic ability, but thank God it's her event. Now I know I have a little bit, at least a little. Not enough to get a degree in it, but enough. Yes. Okay. So my biggest challenge within my community has been to support community development or at least being seen in my hall. So I know that like when I see my residents, it's like because we see each other in passing, I will stop to them and I will speak, but at the same time, it's like I know that I have lacked the initiative to sit out in my common spaces in my areas and to make sure that my residents are there to see me. Like maybe they just had a hard day or maybe they just came from lunch and I'm not there to just be like, oh, hey, that's my RA. I can talk to them about this because I want them to be able to feel like that, and I feel like I kind of deprived them of that opportunity this semester. So I think next semester I will definitely work harder to be more present in my community, as in sitting out in the common spaces or just sitting there maybe with cookies or snacks or anything like that, just so that they know they have someone there to talk to or they have someone there where they can just stop by and like sit with you or anything like that. Just to like help them get a load off or just to have them get a break before it's like, okay, well, I went to class, now I'm gonna go sit in my room forever. No, just sit out here with me, we can have a good time. So I think that's definitely something that I'm gonna work harder on next semester, just to be visible in my community, to work hard, and to be a little bit more creative because I think that I've definitely worked hard this semester to be creative and bring out the box, but like sometimes creativity comes easy to me because I love being creative. That's one of my favorite parts of this job where we get to experiment with events and flyers and posters and bulletin boards. We just get to express ourselves and hope that our residents are reciprocating that well. And I think I did a great job with that this semester as well, but I think definitely stepping even further outside of the regular box of tie events and painting events and stuff like that, we can just show them new things that they will be excited about and will be able to enjoy while also asking them what they want. If they want a simple movie night, then trying to get that done and get that approved for them because that's something that they want. So I think having a healthy balance between creativity with being an RA and also making sure that your residents are comforted with like, okay, well, if y'all just want a movie night because y'all want to relax and y'all need a break, then that's what we can do. So I know I just flipped over to two different things with community development and then event planning, but I definitely want to grow in those areas and giving my residents what they want and what they need and giving them the opportunity to express to me what they want and what they need while sitting in common areas. That I believe that's all the questions that you all asked. That's all I have to say. I have enjoyed my time being an RA. I've really enjoyed every experience. I've learned so much about myself and the people around me, my staff. This job has helped me become a even better team member and working with others around me because that was not my strong suit when I first started. You can ask my fellow RAs. From this time, from what was it, 4 or 5 months ago, making door decks and stressing about it to this year, taking my time and taking moments to just appreciate the work that I have done for myself. I think definitely I've grown. So I just really appreciate this job. It's helped me grow a lot, and I really hope that I can have the same opportunity next year. I'm very excited to continue my experience with RHL. So yes, thank you. You all have a great day.